Welcome, basketball fans, to a very special Veterans Day edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. And tonight, it'll be the San Antonio Spurs going up against the Sacramento Kings. Joined by Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge is with us on the sideline. And a look now at San Antonio's upcoming schedule. On Wednesday, they'll be taking on Jonas Valanciunas and the Washington Wizards. Then on Friday, they'll go up against LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers.
And for that Thunder game, on paper, you'd expect them to come away with the win, but this might be one of those trap games where they let it get away from them if they aren't focused.
Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. DeRozan and Murray slot in at the small and power forward. Fox is out there with Ellis, and it's Sabonis in at the 5 down low. And for San Antonio, Zohan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. Slim is out there with Paul, and it's Johnson in at the 3 spot. Now we know, Greg, early on in the year, teams still trying to figure out their rotations.
And it takes time before you find the rhythm you're looking for. Coaches will mix and match units to see what works best, with the thought also of the postseason.
Now here's Paul. Slim, no good. Fox with it. He's picked up by Paul. Takes a step back. DeRozan inside. Johnson's there. Here are the Spurs with the ball. Their last win put them into double digits with 10 in a row. Wow, quite a stretch.
You can feel the energy in the air around this team. They know they are on a roll, and they are committed to keeping it going as long as they can.
And the shot is good. Wembanyama's got the opening bucket of the night here for the Spurs.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
Sabonis feeling it out a bit. Pass to DeRozan. Clock at 6. No good that time. Good D by Johnson. Fast break, here they come. Here's Slim. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Murray kicks to Fox. Here's DeRozan. DeRozan can't get that one to fall.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Thanks, guys. Well, the Spurs with some experienced additions, bringing in Chris Paul and Harrison Barnes. Their mentorship is likely just as valuable to this young roster as their contributions on the court. And with legendary head coach Greg Popovich, they're creating an environment for growth in San Antonio. They're really building things the right way, guys.
All right, Shams, we appreciate the report.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
And so it's Mike Brown here calling timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
Look at the numbers for Wembanyama. And his sweet shooting stroke places him in the top 15 league-wide in three-point percentage. You've got to play him tight.
And as you mentioned, one of the more efficient scorers in pro basketball. He challenges defenders with his bravado, and more often than not, he prevails. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. DeRozan finds Fox. Ellis outside. 5 on the clock. To halt the run. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wembanyama. As we get a break in the action, let's take a peek at the leading defenses. Number 1, the Spurs.
Without a doubt, the best defensive team in the league this season. Forget about any other stats, steals, blocks, whatever. It comes down to limiting points. And so far, nobody's been better at holding their opponents in check.
Nailed from three-point land.
The confident lefty stroke of Sabonis on full display.
Johnson outside. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Pass to Wembanyama. Over Sabonis. Another one falls for San Antonio.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Murray, no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can count on him to continue missing.
Here's Sohan. DeMar DeRozan grabs the board.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him. Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
And so it's Mike Brown here calling timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. And some changes here for the Kings. Kevin Huerter comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And Monk's subbed in for Ellis. The Kings trail by 9. Fox feeling it out a bit. Shoots the 3. Again, the miss by the Kings. Here's San Antonio now. They're on a 12-3 run. Here's Slim, and down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
It also allows them to play inside out, which will make them even more difficult to defend.
Now, here's Fox. Against Phoenix, he was really on his game. Sabonis finds Monk. Lets the 3 fly. Hits the three-point bomb.
This is a big reason why Monk is so important. It's his accuracy.
And R.J. Malik Monk has evolved into an elite bench threat.
Has always had the game for that role. Letting him be that spark plug guy suits him perfectly. And when he's hot, he is as dangerous as anyone in this league.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. The Kings have raised their standards, but they're not satisfied. Coach Mike Brown says good is the enemy of the great. We've got to win the day every single day. Be okay with honest communication, with stress that it takes to be just a little bit better, and with being uncomfortable if it helps us prepare for a deep playoff run. Kevin?
That's every team's goal. D.A., thank you.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
Here's Fox, following the bucket by the Spurs. Huerter with it, still scoreless. To the middle. Monk against Wembanyama. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Sabonis sets the pick for Fox. And a miss there on the triple. San Antonio leading by 14. 1:57 left here in the opening quarter. A shot by Paul, nobody around. And not gonna go. He misses the first attempt on the night. Sacramento's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. Herter passes to Murray. Takes the 3. And Kevin Herter with the 3.
And Herter knows he has the green light to take these shots, which is why he fires away.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Zach Collins checked in for Victor Wembanyama. Barnes comes in for Sohan. Vassell, he's checked in for Johnson. And Trey Jones subbed in for Paul. And a change for the Kings. Isles checked in. Now an update on DeMar DeRozan from David Aldridge. Dave, what'd you find out?
Kevin, I caught up with the head athletic trainer for the Kings, and this is an unfortunate injury and potentially devastating for them. It's tough news for the momentum of the team at this stage of the season. That's all we've got from now. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
And you never want to speculate. So it's nice for us, and especially his teammates, to get some facts.
Greg, you know this. Getting that second contract is a major goal for young players in the NBA, like Devin Vassell.
And Devin did, signing a huge 5-year extension in 23. He ended up having his finest year after inking that deal. Vassell has a very bright future.
No good on the free throw. In his young career, Richard weaves. San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. And a change for Sacramento. Ellis is checked in. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. And Ellis throws it down.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Sohan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. Slynn is out there with Paul. And it's Johnson in at the 3, the small forward. That's the San Antonio 5. Now here's Ellis. Coming in off a 10-point performance last game out with the drive. And Sabonis the bucket on the assist by Ellis. Sabonis has got 7.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
Pass to Sohan. Wembanyama against Sabonis. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Now Monk. He had 15 points last outing. Outside, Sabonis. 6 to shoot. Isles a screen on Wembanyama. Sabonis. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Some thought that Domantas Sabonis was the snub of the 2024 All-Star selections. RJ, what'd you think?
It's easy to see why people felt that way. He is a walking double-double, Kevin. Oftentimes, it's a triple-double. But there's so much talent in the league, even he can get overlooked.
first one falls for him. Greg, you look at the great coaches. What are one or two of the most important qualities for success that you see?
Well, for me, Kevin, I think you got to be able to adapt tactically. I mean, that's huge, and especially in the playoffs. But most important, can you motivate and unify a locker room? That leadership quality is what really puts a coach over the top.
Paul with the three. It's hauled in by the Kings. Sabonis has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Ball against Fox. Monk, no one around him. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Monk's got his second bucket tonight.
Monk can always give this team an infusion of energy with his shooting.
Paul passes to Wembanyama. Johnson with it. Back to Wembanyama. Oh, too easy for Wembanyama.
That guy is perfect from the field, making major contributions to this lead.
The kick out to Fox. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. Back to Monk. Over in the corner, Ellis. Fires from the wing. Rebound San Antonio. And we've been following this group's absolute dominant season, winning most games in blowout fashion.
Truly record-setting fashion. Nonetheless, though, it's been demoralizing to teams facing this group. I mean, before halftime, teams are often down by 15 or 20 points. We might be witnessing another blowout in the making here tonight.
This is the thing about Fox. He has the length to do damage on the inside.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Castle's checked in for the Spurs. Robinson's checked in for Sacramento. DeRozan comes in for Lyles. Looking at the last game for Sacramento, it was a win against the Suns. A nice shot by Sohan. Sohan's got 10 points.
How about the vision from Castle, spotting that opening and making the pass on time?
And the Kings, RJ, with back-to-back seasons of 40-plus wins.
This is a huge step forward for the Sacramento Kings, Kevin. It had been 16 years since they achieved that feat. But now, with this strong nucleus, there's a lot more optimism in Sacramento, and rightfully so.
And San Antonio has possession after the Kings pick up 2. Here's Castle. That shot, no good. The Kings trail by 14. Swiped it away. And the Spurs pushing it up now. Here's Sohan. And that's good for 2 as he grabs the feed. Sohan's got 8 here in the quarter. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Spurs.
From the tip, they are not making things easy on them. Lots of steals, playing disruptive basketball.
And also, given the game is more fast-paced nowadays, I like the way they've capitalized in transition, keeping their foot on the gas.
Spurs leading by 16. A finish. And the dunk by Sohan.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
Now, here is Robinson. Nothing on the board. Again, the miss by the King.
Okay, let's just say it. This has been an ugly quarter for him. Not quite a break a mirror ugly, but it's getting there.
And Ellis with the block. Here's Fox. San Antonio with the rebound. Wembanyama's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Bounce pass from Zohan. 1:19 left to play here in the half. Here's Slim. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Monk. You know, Greg, with the combination of Wembanyama and Coach Greg Popovich, the Spurs should be a great defensive team.
Yeah, it's hard with a young roster because all 5 guys have to work in unison, and often someone's going to make a mistake.
He misses the free throw. Hey, Greg, one thing that the Kings have had work for them over the last few seasons is their depth.
And have made some shrewd moves to fill out their bench. Got great contributions from their 6 through 10 players. It's been a big part of their recent success.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Collins checked in for Victor Wembanyama. Harrison Barnes comes in for Sohan. Vassell, he's checked in for Johnson. And Trey Jones subbed in for Castle. Richard, one thing is for sure with these Spurs, a lot of top free agents have got to be looking at him now as a destination.
It doesn't take a lot of skill to see that Wemby is a different type of player. And look, if you are a free agent, that's the player that you want to look at to say, hey, can I team up with him and go on a string of championships?
Here is Slim after the basket by Sabonis. Slim passes to Barnes. Count it, good. Barnes has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
That scoreless first quarter, that might have woke him up, and he's turned it on here in the second.
Sabonis sets the pick for Fox. And the 3 off target.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
That's his 2nd foul here pretty early in this one. He's got to be careful for the rest of this half.
Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
The Spurs making a switch here. Rynham's checked in. So it's San Antonio with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. Their transition game has been in full effect. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Howdy, folks. I know you've all been clamoring to find out how the Rookie of the Year race is looking, and we are not letting you down.
You never know how long it will take for a rookie to adjust to the NBA game, but these guys have figured it out quickly.
Yeah, it's been a smooth start to the season for them. Look, we all know there are going to be bumps in the road as the other teams adjust. And let's talk now about the game we've been watching. What a terrific first half for the Spurs.
While it's been a stampede in transition, they'll run it right down your throat if you let them.
I'm going to do something I haven't done in a while. I'm going to give you a compliment, just like you, Jet, in the blink of an eye.
And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. The Kings trail by 18. Second half underway, and here's who Mike Brown's got on the floor. The post pair forward will be Murray and Sabonis. De'Aaron Fox out there with Ellis, and it's DeRozan in at the small forward. The Kings have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
Taking 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. You know, the movement you see from this Sacramento offense, Richard, very difficult to slow down.
They know how to utilize a big at the elbow extremely well. A lot of staggered screens leading to a split action. The team attacks in so many ways in a single possession.
And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for San Antonio. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Domantas Sabonis set the longest double-double streak in over half a century that season with 61 straight double-doubles. He said, "It's awesome to be mentioned with the greats. It's my job as a big man to get rebounds and to finish. At the end of the day, just out there trying to win." Kevin?
Thank you, David. That double-double streak was a blast to watch. Historic in so many ways. Here's Paul after the basket by De'Aaron Fox. In the corner, it's Wembanyama. Pass to Slim. Just 5 to shoot. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Wembanyama is a talented passer. He is so good at finding his teammates.
The Kings trail by 16. Ellis dishes to Fox. Outside DeRozan. Murray for 3. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. It's Wembanyama, top of the key. Kicks it out to Johnson. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Sacramento's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. Ellis, that's good.
Something lit a fire under them at the half. They started this quarter going 3 for 3 from the floor.
Spurs leading by 11. Pass to Slim. In the corner, Sohan with it. Wembanyama, a screen on DeRozan. Traps in the tray. Johnson's got 8 points.
More than capable as a ball handler. Keldon Johnson calling his own number.
On the wing, Ellis. Pass to DeRozan. The tray. Rebound by Sohan.
Their first miss since the break. Still, I like how they've come out so far.
Here is Slim. And he drives in, and he finishes nicely on the layup. 9 points in the game so far.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Fox, no good.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Now here's Paul. Scoreless thus far. Greg, give us one word to describe Domantas Sabonis on the offensive end.
Kevin, I guess I'd say dominant, but that only scratches the surface. The way Sabonis drops dimes, hits shots, and controls the glass, dominant just doesn't even really begin to say enough.
Here's Wembanyama. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Spurs lead by 18.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
And so it's Mike Brown here calling timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Castle's checked in for Paul. Now we get a chance to check out some stats for him.
The field goal percentage has spiked in the past 5 games. It's up a lot from what it had been earlier in the season, and with every game that it continues to rise, his confidence does as well. We'll see if he stays in that mode tonight.
Now here's Fox. He has 6. Here is Slim. Wembenyama, right side. Yep, that one goes. And that's 18 points for Victor Wembanyama.
Everyone loves seeing Wemby put up serious points. His team, his coaches, definitely the fans. That's what they pay for.
Sabonis sets the pick for DeRozan. Outside, Fox. To end the cold streak, and against the jumper to drop. Fox has got 4 points this quarter.
The correct read by Fox, taking it himself. De'Aaron is showing that sometimes being selfish is the right decision.
Here's Castle, guarded by Fox. Here's Wembanyama. Wow, that makes him a perfect 10 for 10, double-digit perfection.
You want to know why they're winning? It's because of his play offensively.
Outside DeRozan. Lets it go from deep. Good on the three-point shot. DeRozan's got 5 points so far.
That's a shot that the defense is willing to live with unless DeMar keeps knocking him down.
Here's Castle. He has yet to score. Kicks it out to Johnson. Pass to Slim. Wembanyama, a screen on Ellis. Slim, he scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
DeRozan passes to Fox. DeRozan against Johnson. And it's DeRozan missing.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Richard, last season marked the 5th consecutive year that the Spurs missed the playoffs.
And this drought came directly after their historic streak of 22 consecutive playoff appearances. But the silver lining in this stretch is that it allowed them to draft a generational talent in Wembanyama.
Sabonis' shot is off.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Here is Slim. A 21-point lead, the biggest in the game. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Oh, great decision there. Get it to Wembanyama and let Victor finish as the roller.
And so Fox will bring it up for Sacramento. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. That'll be the first of 4 played at home for them. Ellis finds Fox. Rebound, San Antonio. Here's Slim, and that one is stuffed right through.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. Big group substitution here for Sacramento. Trey Lyles checked in for Murray. Crowder comes in for DeMar DeRozan. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Ellis. And Monks subbed in for Fox. Substitution here for Sacramento. The forwards for him, Johnson and Sohan. Slim is out there with Paul, and it's Collins in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the San Antonio 5. Now here's Murray. Back to DeRozan. And the league limiting players from making public trade demands. This makes sense. That's a big change from the past, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it saves franchises from being put in a tough spot. Keeps a player's trade value high, which helps the team they're leaving.
Few create shots as easily as Paul does for his teammates. He is just a great setup guy.
Screen by Sabonis. Offensive rebound. Ellis outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from Sabonis. Sabonis has got 6 assists here tonight. Out of bounds, Sacramento takes possession.
Those are the turnovers that have coaches pulling their hair out. Why do you think I'm bald?
Wembanyama, he's checked in for the Spurs. Paul against Fox. Pass to Sabonis. Ellis outside. Murray with it. Defended by Sohan. 5 to shoot. Sabonis sets the pick for DeRozan. Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama has got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's Slim. Rebound by Murray. Murray's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And here's DeRozan. Ellis outside. Ring shot on the way. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Now here's Paul. Out to the wing. Here is Slim. He's guarded by Ellis. Slim passes to Wembanyama. Again, the miss by the Spurs. The Kings trail by 20. Outside, Fox. 1:27 left in the 4th quarter.
Stay on him.
He gets that one to drop. He's now 5 of 12.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for San Antonio.
You know, their big advantage was points in the paint.
And they found a way to pound the ball inside. And that was working all game long.
And so that moves their record to 11 wins on the year.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Victor Wembanyama.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
Ellis can't get it to go. It's been a nice stretch for them offensively.
I mean, the communication's great. The movement's been really good. This is solid team basketball.
Slim. Sacramento grabs the miss. Ellis with it. Pass to Murray. And here is Fox. Now Sabonis. It's stolen. Here's Johnson. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
It's always nice to perform like this, especially in front of the faithful home crowd.
And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Along with Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Hart. Thank you for watching tonight's presentation on 2K Sports. See you next time.
Another game, another win. Back to work tomorrow.
Son, you win so many games, I'm running out of things to say.